All right, ladies, we're back. Another episode on the Weight Loss for Women 40 Plus podcast with your man Josh. And today we are talking all things exercise. So I've had a couple of ladies more recently. There seems to be themes per week. We'll talk to, 40, 50 ladies a week who want to interested in joining the program. So it's really good. I get to hear what people are struggling with, obviously before they come into the program. And that helps me help you who's listening to the podcast with what probably you're struggling with without me having to talk to you, which is nice. So exercise has been a bit of a theme in the last couple of days. Ladies are just like, look, I'm going to the gym. Sometimes I go to the gym and I just walk on the treadmill or I hit the cross trainer because I don't really know what to do. And then there's all these fucking hot little biddies around and these little gym bros. It's like, not really the most comfortable place. And then I have other ladies that are training at home and they're just like, look, I'm doing some things. I do some home workouts or yoga, I do a bit of Pilates, but I really just don't fucking understand exactly what I need to change now in my 40s and 50s versus my 20s and 30s. So let me lay it out for you. The most important type of exercise you should be doing if you're over 40, particularly a woman, even blokes, is resistance training. Now, what does that mean? Resistance training is like, all right, well, that sounds great, Josh, but what the fuck does that mean? I'm not in the industry. Resistance training means you're doing more than body weight. So if you're just doing some body weight squats at home, there's no real extra resistance. You're just lifting your body weight. Now, your body is used to carrying your arms, your legs, the body fat, the 50 kilos around that you want to get rid of. Your body is used to that. So we're not going to call that resistance training. That is what we call body weight training. Now, unless you're training to get into calisthenics, where you're doing like body weight fucking exercises and, all that kind of shit, probably not relevant for you. It's definitely not relevant to 99.99999% of ladies I talk to. So if you're anything like the ladies I talk to, then it's not relevant for you either. So resistance training, what does that mean? Do I need to get a gym membership? No, you don't need a gym membership. There is nothing special about a fucking gym compared to what you do at home. It's just four walls with some weights and equipment in there. Now, if you're looking for variety and you don't just want to use the fucking 3s and the 5s and the 7s and the 10s that you got at home, then maybe a gym is going to be a good avenue for you. But you're not going to burn any more calories at the gym versus training at home if you're doing the same workout. It's exactly the fucking same. So if it's not your vibe and you don't care about having a back machine and a leg press and a squat rack and these kind of things, then I just wouldn't recommend it. Save your money. A gym membership, if it costs you $20 a week and you pay for a full year, that's $1,040. So you may as well just save the money, spend it on some new clothes, or maybe you're going to spend $1,000 on equipment that you can use at home. There we go. Let's say you saved yourself, you don't go to the gym for 3 years, you saved $3,000. Maybe you spend a couple of grand on some equipment you can have at home and you got forever. Maybe that's another way of thinking. So resistance training. Resistance training is using extra resistance above body weight. Now, that doesn't mean it has to be dumbbells or barbells. It can be those. It could be kettlebells. It could be bands because that's extra resistance. So you got the elastic bands, you got the booty bands. What else have we got? Reformer beds, like Pilates beds. Now, it's not my area of expertise whatsoever. My coaches are better at that kind of stuff, nor do you want to probably spend that money getting a reformer. So look, you can do that, but I'm just going to push that aside. It's just not my wheelhouse at this point. More of a coaching thing. So what kind of workout should you be doing? You're like, okay, I know the style. I know I should be doing resistance. I know I should be doing weights more than body weight. What do you do? How long do you work out for? These are also important factors. So I tell our clients, particularly the new ladies that are starting, at the beginning, we want at least an hour and a half of exercise per week. How you break that up is totally up to you. I don't mind if it's 2 45s, 3 30 minutes. I don't care if it's doing 4 sessions, blocks of 15 minutes, blocks of 10 minutes. Now, ideally, I would want to see 20, 30 minutes done at a time, so you're getting a good heart rate up for an extended period, rather than just doing 10 minutes and then, fucking off and doing something else. But also, the world's not a perfect world. So we're not going to have the perfect plan running at all times. Sometimes you got sick kids, you get called into work, you're on holidays, your attention is taken into 50 different areas. That is okay as well. So ideally, an hour and a half per week is great. 3 30-minute sessions, perfect. I'm super chuffed. Now, if they're 15s, they're 20s, they're 5s, and you do it twice a day, great. We're getting it done. So that's the bare minimum. An hour and a half a week, bare minimum. Everybody can do it. I have not met a client that can't do that. So, and we've trained thousands of clients. That's what I'll be focusing on. Next is, how do you want to structure the workout? So we have what we want to do, how much time we want to put into it. We know the type of exercise. How I would do it if I was going to be maximizing my effort is I'd be doing full body workouts. If I was like a woman that needed to lose the weight, I had a bit of a time crunch, I'd want to work out my full body, 30 minutes, 3 times a week. So we're going to do some arms, some legs, some shoulders, some back, maybe a little bit of chest, not really necessary for most women. Some shoulders, if I didn't say that. We want to hit the full body workouts. That's going to be good. The reason why we want to do full body workouts is because when you're using like big muscles like legs in a workout, your heart rate's going to go up. You're going to burn more calories in a shorter period of time. So full body's the way to go. If you're just sitting at home doing a couple of arm exercises, you're not really getting up much of a fucking sweat, if I'm going to be honest. So for women, so remember, I'm not going into specifically what each client should do. I'm just giving you broad strokes of what you should be looking for, aiming for. Now, if you're getting a little bit more technical, we might split it into upper body and lower body, and you might alternate them. Day 1, upper, day 2, lower, day 3, upper. 1, 2, 3, session's done. So that's how I'd be doing it. That'd be the structure. It doesn't need to be more complicated than that. Yes, if you're going to be working with us and you have done gym stuff in the past and you think yourself as, you know, more of an intermediate and advanced style exerciser or lifter, then yes, we're going to be looking at tempos and weights, periodization, progressive overload. Like there's a lot of things you can do in it, advancing someone's repertoire of what they can do within that exercise session. You don't just want to do the same weight 6 weeks in a row. We need to be increasing either the intensity of a workout, so you're doing either more reps or shorter rest breaks, or you're lifting more in that session. You can't do the same reps, same workout, same duration, same rest period, same weight for 6 weeks straight. Your body is just going to get used to that. You need to be increasing some of the variables as you're going through. Now, I don't want to pour over all those specific details now because I'm going to wrap up the podcast in a second. But this is why ladies are coming to us. Let me rephrase that. Every single woman I've ever talked to has a vague idea of what they should be doing. Sleep, food, exercise. They're the 3 main levers to pull when it comes to losing weight. Now, that's going to whittle down into 100 different things that you can do within your sleep and in your exercise and in your food. But everybody knows that they need to have the food right, the exercise right, and the sleep right to lose weight. Our job as coaches is to get those dialed in specifically for the client. If I have a client who's 120 kilograms and she does 1,000 steps a day, she drives to work, hits the escalator, she doesn't do any sort of exercise, she has a sedentary job, she's not going to burn a lot of calories. She might only be eating like 1,400 calories a day, and that's great for her. And then you might have a client who's 65 kilograms, she's a childcare worker, she works 6 days a week, she does 20,000 steps a day, plus she does a workout before work, and she's lifting kids all day. She might need to eat 1,900 calories or 2,000 calories. Just because you're a certain age, height, and weight doesn't mean you just type those numbers in online and that's your calories. You do like an online calorie macro calculator. It doesn't work like that. It's not based on how heavy you are. It's based on your level of activity that you do per day. Because you could have the 120 kilo lady that's in childcare doing 20,000 steps a day. Now she should, even though the office worker's 120 and she's 120, but she's burning twice the calories as the office worker. So she should be eating more than the lady that's exactly the same age, height, and weight. So this is why you have a coach to help you with the variables. You don't just get a meal plan online and follow it blindly. Who was that made for? What was their activity level? What was their age? What was their time available? What was their family structure? If you don't know those things, you probably shouldn't be just putting into action random fucking plans you find on the internet or on some fucking app or in a Facebook group. You need to be strategic. with your planning, with what you're doing each day. Our ladies are all over the age of 40, but they're all so different. Different stages of perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause, different stages of the life cycle. Some ladies are grandmothers. Some ladies have really young babies. Some ladies, their kids are out of the nest and they're empty nesters. Some ladies work full time, some are retired, some are part time. You need to find the structure that works the best in your lifestyle. Don't go follow someone fucking randomly and blindly. Who knows what they're doing behind closed doors? Maybe it works for them, maybe it won't work for you. I wouldn't want to be guessing if I was in that situation. The ladies that work with us are sick of guessing, trialing, erroring, throwing shit up against the wall and hoping it's going to work at the end of the week. If you're tired of that, maybe it's time you go get a fucking coach. Get someone to show you what to do. No different if your kid was struggling with their fucking maths. You're not going to sit there and read the fucking maths textbook and do year 12 fucking calculus, algebra, and try to work it out. You're going to be like, fuck, this is above me. I'm going to go get a tutor because they're going to nail the problem in an instant. Because otherwise then you've got to try to figure it out if it works, and if it's wrong, you're teaching them the wrong thing, and now it's just a big head fuck. Outsource the problem to the professional, like we do in every part of our life. All right, ladies, that's enough to say. Go kick some goals, and I'm going to see ya in the next one.